Hey, what's up everybody? Emo Cat Dad here, hanging out with you, bringing you yet another Emo Cat Dad Listens. If you're new here, basically what I do is every day of 2024, I vow to check out a new band or artist. Today, as you can see right there, I'm checking out the French band Landmvrks. I'm not quite sure how it gets pronounced. Does V stand for 5, Roman numeral for 5? Is it Land M 5 arcs? I don't know. You guys let me know in the comments. Anyways, checking them out. So what I do is I listen to 4 songs from across their discography, give you my thoughts on the songs individually, rank those songs, and then give you my overall thoughts on the band as a whole. This was yet again another suggestion. So I need you guys to keep hitting me up in the comments below. Give me your bands, artists, whoever that I should be checking out. Your friendly neighborhood Emo Cat Dad appreciates it. But without any further ado, let's get to that band name I can't pronounce. Alright, so the first song I checked out was off the album Fantasy, and it was called Scars. So, this isn't a Papa Roach cover, which is a good or bad thing. What that Papa Roach song has working for it is a really fun riff. And guess what this has? A really fun riff. It hits right off the bat. Super fun. They don't overuse it. They just bring it in anytime you need a little pick-me-up, and it just put a stupid, goofy smile on my face. Like that. This has a feature by the band Novelists. I've heard of the band. I do not know what they sound like. So I don't know if I can really judge a feature, because I don't know what is which. But if it's like the heavy vocal rap flow thing, it was pretty cool. If it was something else, it was also probably at least cool, because I didn't really have any problems with any of the vocals. The only thing that I really had an issue with was the solo at the end. Now, I don't super love solos to begin with. I think every once in a while they work well. And when this one first hit, I was like, this is the perfect spot to put a solo. This works well. And then it overstayed its welcome. Went a bit too long for my liking. Alright, next up, I checked out a song from their 2021 album, Lost in the Waves. And I checked out the song Lost in a Wave, because they couldn't just self-title the song, or they couldn't change the album to A Wave. Whatever. Fucking breath, I'm suffocating! Speaking of whatever, this was way too long of an intro. As you guys should know, if you're regulars, I do not like long intros, I do not like long outros, I do not like long musical interludes in the middle of songs. There's no place for them. What I do love is the hardcore vibes of this track. This one leads more on the core side of metalcore, and I dig it. The vocalist, or vocalists, because I'm assuming there's probably multiple, but if it's just one guy doing all these different deliveries, kudos to that guy. He's super talented. But I didn't need the deathcore vocal. I mean, I know it wasn't in there long, but like, I still don't need it. Alright, the next track I checked out was off the Lost in the Waves Deluxe Edition, which normally I don't pay any attention to, but this song had a feature from Chunk No Captain Chunk, so I had to check it out. It's called Suffocate.
And I'm drowning in my bed, can't get out. Souvenirs are rushing in.
So normally when I do these, I kind of do a little, what do I know about the band going in? I forgot to do that. I mean, I would have probably just said they're a French metalcore band, and really the only reason I know they're French, when this Chunk featured song came out, it was like, oh my god, the powerhouses from France combining. So, the powerhouses from France combined. I'm a big Chunk No Captain Chunk fan. Bert's vocals aren't the greatest, but there's just something about them that I enjoy, and this song was no different. He got a lot to do, which I was happy with. It wasn't just a short little, here's a verse, or come do harmonies on the chorus. He got a lot to do, and he excelled at all of it. But musically, I didn't dig the vibe of the song. Once it hit about 30 seconds left, it got a little heavier, and I was like, okay, yeah, this is cool now. But it only lasted about 20 seconds before it faded and then hit the end of the song. So, yeah, musically not my favorite, but vocally, good stuff. And finally, the band just recently released a new single called Creature. I really haven't heard too much about it. I've heard some people say it's great, other people say it's not so much. So let's listen and have a judge for ourselves. Okay, so there's a French rap intro, which is like 10 bars. It was actually pretty cool. My French isn't as good as it once was, but from what I could read of the lyrics as they were scrolling down really quick on Spotify, was a lot of metalcore cliches. I don't know if that was intentional, because they were like, we can get away with saying crashing of the waves in French, but I caught it. The English rap flow on the verses also worked extremely well for me. I really dug it. It's clear to me now, checking out all these new metalcore bands, their newer stuff seems to lean into nu metal. So I really do think nu-metalcore is probably the next thing to pop off. And we're going to get a Bad Omens or Sleep Token blow up of one of these bands that does that Linkin Park core style. Who will it be though? Maybe it'll be Landmvrks with this. The chorus was fine. Not my favorite, but certainly not unlistenable. The outro was not fine, but by now you guys know me well enough to know, 30-second outro, Emo Cat Dad's gonna hate this. You rat. Alright, before we get out of here, let's rank these tracks. At numero uno, we're gonna go Scars. I just had so much fun with that riff, honestly. If that riff was sprinkled into one of the other songs, it would probably be number one, but it was on Scars, so Scars takes the top spot. At number two, I'm gonna do Creature. I don't know if it's just because it's currently fresh for me, but the new metalcore stuff is just working, which is weird because I never really liked nu metal. Never got into Korn, never got into Slipknot, never got into System of a Down, never got into Limp Bizkit. Okay, Linkin Park I liked, but who didn't? At three, we'll go Suffocate. This is mostly off the fondness of hearing Bert's vocals once again. Hopefully we get a new Chunk album soon, but I ain't holding my breath. I'll settle for some tour dates around me. And at four, we're doing Lost in a Wave, which I think has their most streams, so clearly you guys like it a lot more than I do. Not that it's a bad song. I can honestly say none of these Landmvrks songs were completely perfect, but none of them were bad either. So Landmvrks definitely gets the Emo Cat Dad seal of approval. And someone should Photoshop me a seal of approval, so when I say that, I can like put it right here. That'd be pretty sweet. Just if you want to. Alright, so that was my overview of Landmvrks, I guess, so I don't really have to do that. They get my seal of approval. They're great. Looking forward to seeing what else they have in store after Creature. And we'll go from there. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me, your friendly neighborhood Emo Cat Dad. I appreciate you watching till the end. I appreciate you leaving me some comments of bands or artists I should check out. I appreciate you liking this video, either the heart or the thumbs up, whatever platform you're on. If you're doing that, I heart or thumbs up you. But if you're on the YouTubes, I always ask you to do this. I need you to cut my wrists and hit subscribe. Until next time, Emo Cat Dad, I want to hear you sad.